today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At his own 49.
On second and 11 now. Carr throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That's taken in by Duvernay. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 on the play.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Burrow on play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
The first down pass. Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
47-yard line.
On second down, it's Carr. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got his open man, it's Carr. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brings up 2nd down.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Cook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Hunter Renfro with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now with him and a loose football. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Yeah, they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
A gain of 9.
that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to get that back to Allen. And it's second down. To throw again. Carr. Slant to Adams. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The final shot here before half for Carr. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Ravens 7.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
On second down, Burrow. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 81.
A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. On the return, Harris. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with Dobbins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll run with Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 10 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 48. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Carr's pass. Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Harris now to return.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure you get...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. Throw left side, complete. That's Oliver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now Carr again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Dobbins. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. Dobbins, able to avoid him. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
Now Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go with Burrow. And he can't hang on to it. That one is sealed it. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Burrow's pass. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's got it.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long